There's a spider on the ceiling. Oh, it's one of the ones that jumps. Get out. Hello everyone, Ren here, and today I'm going to be doing July's book haul. So, because I went to York this month and there were some really cool releases and I also got quite a lot of ARCs, this pile is a big one, so let's crack into it. Firstly, in July it was the release of the BFG new movie with actual humans in it rather than the animation that came out ages ago. All the promotion around the BFG brought loads of new releases of the book and loads of cool Roald Dahl related things because it's also been 100 years of Roald Dahl this year. One of the books that Waterstones released was a limited exclusive to Waterstones. I work in Waterstones, so when it came in I was just staring at it for about 5 minutes and just being like, this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, I have to have it, is this copy of the BFG. It's so nice. This is gold embossed and on the back it says, "We as in Dream Country, this is where all dreams are beginning." And when you open it, this is the cover and it's gorgeous and I love it and I just thought I have to have it. The BFG is one of my most favourite Roald Dahl stories. That and Matilda are my two favourite ones and I just needed to see it. And then I saw the film and the film made me cry and it was so beautiful and wonderful. So yes, this is gorgeous and it's going to look amazing on my shelf. Then, speaking of special editions, it was the music festival in Cheltenham recently. They had an event. Michael Morpurgo came and they were reading his story, The Mozart Symphony, with music and an orchestra, and it was the most beautiful thing and I was so happy that I got to work it, and he was there and it was just so good. And we were selling these incredible copies of Private Peaceful, and Private Peaceful was the first Michael Morpurgo book I read. It was amazing. It introduced me to his work. I read it when I was 11 and all I wanted for Christmas that year was a copy of the book. It's not the happiest story, but it tells the story and it's amazing. He also signed some book plates for everyone, so it's got the book plate and his signature in it. And it's absolutely incredible. It was done for 100 years since the Battle of the Somme. This book really shows the struggles that soldiers went through and just how awful it really was, and it isn't a happy book, but it's very real and really shows those struggles and what happened. And then this month I got the GRISHA trilogy by Leigh Bardugo, who wrote Six of Crows as well. I haven't ever read this. I haven't read Six of Crows, but I now own that and everyone was telling me to read this as well and to get these as well, so I went to Liverpool for graduation and their young adult section in their Waterstones is amazing. So I picked these up and I'm so excited to read them. I think it's going to be the next series that I read. And this series is about a girl called Alina who is an orphan and she discovers a power that ends up putting her into the kingdom that she lives in, sort of elitist magical place, which is the GRISHA, and then lots of things happen and lots of things unfold and it sounds incredible and I'm so excited to read the series. And then I got This Is Where It Ends, and this is about a high school shooting. It's set in America and it's told from 4 different perspectives over the span of 54 minutes. I think that this is something that has always been very relevant, that is currently very relevant, and I have heard lots of good things about this story. Obviously it's not the most light-hearted book, isn't a topic to be taken lightly, but I've heard lots of people say the book is good and it really is real and reflects the fear that's currently in our world and the things that are happening. Then I got Girl Loves Girl by Lucy Sutcliffe, and it says Lucy always knew that her idea of Prince Charming was different. Could it be that her Prince Charming was a girl and she meets someone and it's their story? And I'm very much looking forward to reading it. It's non-fiction. It's an inspiring and uplifting memoir about falling in love and finding yourself. I came into work and the cover drew me in and I was like, oh, that's pretty. I want to read that. That looks like something that I would very much be interested in reading. Then this month I got a book I've already got, but I got it in hardback and I also got it in audiobook formats this month, and that's Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Alire Sainz, and this is my favourite book ever. Just ever. About 2 boys, Aristotle and Dante, and it's about their friendship and how people can change you and them finding themselves and finding each other and experiencing lots of things together and growing up and being a teenager. And friendship and just discovering yourself, and it's just amazing. I love it. I got the audiobook because Lin-Manuel Miranda reads the audiobook and I love it. I already had the book in paperback which I read in 2014, but I wanted to hear Lin read the audiobook and it was amazing. I made an entire video about audiobooks and my experience with that one. If you'd like to check it out, I'll link it below. I wanted the hardback as well because it's really pretty. I love it. And then also this month I got the Assassin's Blade, which is the Throne of Glass novellas by Sarah J Maas. I finished Throne of Glass this month. It's an incredible series. I'm so glad I finally read it. I thought it was amazing. And these are the prequel novellas which everyone was then telling me to read. So I'm really much looking forward to reading it and finding out about her life beforehand, and I'm so excited. Then this month I got Sin Eater's Daughter and the Sleeping Prince by Belinda Salisbury, and I didn't really know much about this, but I read the back and it really drew me in, and then my friends were saying I should read it. Tulia is blessed. The gods have chosen her to marry a prince and rule the kingdom, but the favour of the gods has its price. A deadly poison infuses her skin. Those who anger the queen must die under her fatal touch. Only Leaf, an outspoken new god, can see past her chilling role to the girl she truly is. And I think it's something I'm really gonna like. That kind of thing is something I'm really into right now, and I'm just obsessed with like so many different fantasy things and so many different stories recently, so I'm very much looking forward to reading these two. Then this month, My Kind of Book and Pam Macmillan sent me A Step Towards Falling by Cammy McGovern. From what I understand, it's about a girl called Emily and a boy called Lucas, and they could have helped someone. They could have helped a girl called Blinda who had a disability, but they didn't. They have to serve community service, learn from their mistakes and pay the price of what they've done, and it's about mistakes and learning from them and learning to own up to them and the things that making mistakes can bring. I've heard lots of good things about it. It's supposed to be really good. I'm really looking forward to reading it. And then Curious Fox Books sent me Children of Icarus. It is about a world where these children pray to enter this labyrinth for the chance to ascend to a paradise in the name of Icarus. They really want to go into this labyrinth, but they don't realise that actually there's a lot more to it than that, and they're going to have to fight for survival, and it's not going to be what they were promised, and they experience lots of things and realise that things are not what they were told, and they explore lots of different things, and it's supposed to be amazing. I've heard lots of good things about it, so I'm really much looking forward to reading it. Then a book that I was so excited to get, Arc of Replica by Lauren Oliver. The thing I really like about this is it's two sides to every story. So this side is Lyra's side, this side is Gemma's side, and you can read one chapter in Gemma's side and then turn it over and read the same chapter in Lyra's side, or you can read the whole thing from Lyra's side and then read it again from Gemma's side, or just mix and match. And I think it's really cool. I think that's a really unique way. Lauren Oliver is fantastic, her writing is fantastic, so I'm so excited to read this. Then I got On the Other Side by Carrie Hope Fletcher. This is her debut novel. She released her book All I Know Now last year, which was a non-fiction book, but this is a fiction book. It's about a woman called Evie. She's 82, she dies peacefully, finds herself at this door once she's died, and she can't pass through because of something that happened while she was in her 20s, so she has to go back and she reverts into her 20-year-old self. She's not really there, and she kind of is, and it's exploring her life and what happened in putting those mistakes right and realising you shouldn't hold things in. It's really good. I definitely recommend it. Then this month I also got The Accidental Life of Jessie Jefferson by Paige Toon, and it's about a girl who's never really known her real dad, and then after her mum passes away she realises that she wants to find out who he is. It turns out that he's actually a really famous dude and not what she expected, and it's her life after that. And I've heard lots of good things about it, and it's a series. I think there's 3 books, and I bought it at Yolk, and I've heard lots of good things, so I'm looking forward to reading this one. And then finally, the main event for July, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. This came out on the 31st of July, Harry Potter's birthday, J.K. Rowling's birthday. It is the 8th story. It's written in play format. It's not like a novel, because there is currently the play in London, which I'm seeing in like a few days, which is amazing. I'm so excited. I can't believe it's come around so quickly. And it's set 19 years later. Literally the first page is the epilogue from Deathly Hallows, and it's Harry's son Albus and his adventures at Hogwarts and what happens and stuff. I did a review of it. You can go and check it out. It's much more in depth, says what I thought and my opinions of it. But yes, if you're a Harry Potter fan, if you like Harry Potter, you should definitely give it a go. So yes, those are the books that I got in July. What books did you pick up this month? Let me know down below. If you are new here, I make bookish videos a couple of times a week, so if you would like to stick around and subscribe, then you can do that. And as usual, all of my links will be in the description if you want to come hang out with me on other social medias. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you're doing really well, and I will see you next time. Goodbye!